Now, the University of Ghana is set to roll out a modular arrangement for the upcoming 2021-2022 academic year in what is being referred to as a double-track system. The university hopes to minimize the spread of the coronavirus amongst the students, lecturers and other staff. This will also lessen the burden of accommodating students of the university. Per this new arrangement, freshmen and final year students will go to school for 6 weeks starting from mid-January, whilst level 200 and 300 students will go between April and June under the same arrangement. Here are some of the students who are kicking against this move. They spoke to my colleague, Manuel Kranting.
The arrangement has not been done because of COVID-19. At least if the university claims so, I think that is not the reality. Because unless, of course, I'm immune or I'm immortal, because I've been going around town, and unless the other people in town are also immortals or already immune to COVID-19, all activities in town are going on normally. It's almost like nothing is happening. How different are those communities from the University of Ghana? If you go to Accra, the markets are working. Everyone is just no masks, no social distancing whatsoever. And a community like the University of Ghana, with learned people like yourself and myself, are the ones who must be babysitted before we can go about our activities. I doubt that. The reason I see for what the university is doing is because of the accommodation deficit. And for me, this approach is very mediocre, because what they are doing is that they want to use a modular system where they are able to accommodate all level 400s and 100s who are available and want rooms. And then the next module would also come, that is 300s and 200s, and they are able to accommodate all of them. Question is that putting up infrastructure to accommodate the growing number of university students? It's absolutely no. So what happens is that after they've done this under the guise of COVID-19, and then it goes well per their definition, then they go ahead and institutionalize it. And you know the implication of this is going to cripple all other student activities other than academics. I dare say it would even cripple academic performances.
The university has been consistent since it was shut down on 15th March 2020. It has been consistent. There's been no gathering. So whole week activities were cancelled. Even congregation ceremonies were done online. And this is just, just extending the consistency of the university. So it's not like they've been doing some bits of the activities in disregard of COVID-19 protocols, and now are deciding just for what you say is accommodation issues to do this.
You see, I'm not accusing them of having, discarded the protocols. What I'm saying is that other communities are working. Not that I support disregard for protocols, but whereas there is that disregard and things are still going on normally, an institution that you have attested to have, regarded the protocols and worked with them, what has changed?
You just want to continue regarding them. David, the university just wants to continue regarding the protocols.
Well, that's very interesting. Now, what I understand is that the university intends to roll out an online system in the next academic year. And if indeed the idea is to just implement or continue with the standards that have been set out with regards to COVID, then, what stops it being rolled out for the entire student body from 100 to 400 if the whole idea is about COVID protocols? Because, in fact, they are not expecting the student to come and then go for lectures. They are supposed to come and be at their hostels and then use the facilities that are available on campus to just go about their studies. So if the idea is just about COVID-19, then it is quite discombobulating at the moment for me. You understand?
But if you're going to do everybody all streams, then that meant more numbers.
Yes.
The university is just, dealing with the numbers. Have half of it now, and then have half of it now. That is, it's easier to deal with half of 40,000 than deal with 40,000 at a go.
Yes, definitely. It's easier to deal with half of that. But we need to ask ourselves that now, in the case that this whole COVID-19 issue didn't come up, What has been the university's preparation with regards to the whole accommodation crisis which we are facing in the university as it stands now? Now, we are very much aware of the fact that we had free senior high school, which has churned out perhaps double of the number of students that ordinarily would move to universities in an academic year. These numbers were expected even before COVID-19 came into being. The university's facilities with regards to accommodation remains the same.
Those are some of the University of Ghana students speaking to Manuel Kwanting. In the meantime, though, management of the university has been defending this move. They're arguing it gives the best shot at having a safe and uninterrupted academic year. Professor Nanaba Apia Amfo is Pro-Vice Chancellor in charge of academic and student affairs at the university.
We all do accept that there is a gap there. It's something we accept, and it's something that the university has been working assiduously at resolving. But I do say that that's not the primary reason why we are doing this. And in any case, I mean, we are doing this for this academic year. We are all hoping that now that we have a vaccine, by the time the year is run out, we would have had a firm hold on COVID-19. And so we would have to go back to having our 4 streams back on campus. And so I don't think that it's right to say that the university is not doing anything at all to solve these challenges, particularly the accommodation challenges.
So, you
Remember
just
that
raised
when
the
we
point.
have students back on campus and we have to do in-person lectures, it would mean that we would have to have small groups of students, and that is going to really, apart from putting us all at risk, is going to wear out our lecturers as well.
You raised a very important point that I'd love for you to emphasize. How long do you intend to carry out this, to roll out this modular system for the entire populace?
Well, the Business and Executive Committee has approved this for the coming academic year, which is the 2020-2021 academic year.
And beyond that, I had a suggestion made that if we do get a vaccine, this would end. I want to get some clarity on that.
Well, I mean, Daniel, you know that COVID-19 is an unfolding situation. It's very difficult for anybody to predict that 10 months down the line, this is how things are going to be. So we are all monitoring the situation. We would all wish for everything to come back to normal, i.e. having our students on campus, all 4 streams, our graduate students as well. Remember that this is this demands a lot of work on the part of our faculty and staff. So this is not something that anybody wants to be the norm. We will, as soon as things are favorable, return to normal.
So what you're suggesting is a possible extension beyond the 2021, the 2020-2021 academic year, depending on the availability of a vaccine.
No, I cannot speak to what happens beyond beyond this academic year, which is the 2020-2021 academic year. This is what the university has approved for this coming academic year. We are all operating within the not just the national but also the global situation of this pandemic, and so we constantly review what we do in the light of global and national happenings, and then we